everybody. I am Lulu Bogolin. I am the Executive Director of Equine Assisted Therapy and also a certified facilitator with Equine Connections. And this is...
I'm Elle Brodsky. I'm the Program Coordinator here at Equine Assisted Therapy in St. Louis, Missouri, and I am also a recent graduate of the Equine Connections program.
Yes. So we are just here to talk to you a little bit about how Equine Connections became a part of our center and why we chose to recently certify 6 more facilitators. So we're really excited about this. We chose Equine Connections for a number of different reasons. I was actually certified with them back in 2016 and was just really impressed with the week-long hands-on training that they had at the time. And I know COVID has changed some of those dynamics, but I truly do feel this is still one of the best certifying courses that there is. And now I'll let Elle speak to your most recent experience.
I was really drawn to the Equine Connection certification because it both provided a way to work with horses to support the growth of others, but it's done so much for my understanding of how to interact with our horses. So it's also just exponentially grown my skills as a horse person.
Absolutely. They go into such great detail about working with the horses and making sure that you understand and know everything about that modality that you're using in your program. So I think that's amazing. What was the most impactful part of training for our team? I love this question because I don't think there was just one.
Yeah. I think the thing that a lot of us really came away from the training with is the realization of different ways to communicate with the horses here, not just when we're working with them, but for me, it's really changed the way that I interact with our horses when I'm feeding them in the mornings and hanging out with them in a way that I feel like I'm in a two-way conversation now instead of a one-way conversation.
Yeah. Again, I just think they go into such great depth about understanding and knowing your horses and listening to them and working with them versus using them and so I would absolutely say the horse knowledge is one of the key factors.
Sure.
I think another one is just the way that they outline everything so detailed and so organized, so that basically once you've received your certification, you're kind of ready to go. I mean, sure, you want to practice this a few times before you just get out there and market yourself, but they really do give you just about every tool that you need to just start working, which I think is amazing.
Amazing, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, hi,
This
Ace.
is Ace, one of our amazing therapy horses.
For next time.
What would you say to other leaders that are considering this certification for their team?
I would say to anybody considering this certification for their team, if you have been doing, especially if you're doing primarily therapeutic horseback riding, it's a way for us to expand our programming without putting additional physical burden on our herd, and a way for when it's time for one of our horses to retire from riding or take a break from riding, there's something for them to do that still gives them purpose.
I would agree with that. We have an aging herd here at Equine Assisted Therapy, and we feel very strongly about keeping our herd members here, even in their ending years. This is their family, this is their herd, this is their home. And so it's a wonderful way for a horse to still feel connected, to still feel involved and have a job without having to put that burden of riding on them if it's something that they're just not able to do any longer. So I would definitely say that is a huge factor in this certification. The other thing is just the ongoing knowledge and training that you get from Carrie and Carolyn. It's so personal. You're not going to get 6 different answers when you call 6 different times talking to 6 different people. You're going to get one of them. And I think that is just worth its weight in gold. They're always there for you. They're always there to help you. They have so many additional training little podcasts and webinars and things that they do. And it's it's probably one of the most professional certifications that I think I have encountered, and we host quite a few certifications here at our center. So, anything you want to add?
Carrie and Carolyn want to see you succeed.
Yes,
Like the Equine
they do.
Connections team is meant to support you from not just the skills of an equine assisted learning facilitator, but also as a business owner. And they make themselves available, and they have no secrets really. They're happy to share their wins that they've had over the years, and then the mistakes that they've learned from as well professionally. So you have a foundation that you're starting with, and not just a foundation, but also like a whole first floor and like half the second floor. You've got so much that you're going into this with.
If we had to describe this training in just 3 words, what would it be? I'm going to say my 3 words. The first one would be powerful, impactful, knowledgeable.
My 3 words would be truly better connections.
Ooh, look at you put them in a sentence. Yes.
That was less pressure for me. I can write a haiku next also.
So our center is a little bit unique considering we are a center that does provide services both mounted and unmounted. And we look at the 4 certifications that in working with our insurance company, and just this is our 21st year of being in business solely doing equine therapy. We look at the certifications that have really stood the test of time and been around, and yet are growing and changing with the needs of this industry as one of the fastest growing equine industries that there are. And so my takeaway from this would just be that with Equine Connections, you're going to get the full package. You're going to get the training. You're going to get the powerful backup of Carrie and Carolyn. And, they're not just out certifying people. They've worked this. They've done this. They've been where you're at. And so as Elle mentioned, they truly care and they truly want to see you succeed. So if Equine Connections is a certification that you are considering, we would highly recommend it here in St. Louis from Equine Assisted Therapy. Thanks so much.